JP Alexander for the Rubber Dogs Unleashed, and today is Sunday, March 6th, 2022. Today I want to talk about some current events in the state of our country, the United States, right now. I've probably known this for a while, not realized recently, I've probably known it for a while, but I've just started to think about it a little more. It is really disheartening in this country right now when you can't believe your leadership. Whenever they tell you something, you have to vet it. You can't just believe it at face value. You can't believe they tell you something and you go, oh yeah. No, I'm okay. That's what he says. I guess it's true. I guess I can't question that. I could question his decision on doing it, but I can't question the validity of it. Yes, I can. I question it all right now. We're in a heated, almost war going on right now with Russia and Ukraine, and we're supposed to believe that Russia's bad and they're attacking a sovereign nation, Ukraine. This is not what's happening. We're pushing it. The United States is pushing it with NATO. And anybody who thinks that is just fucking a moron. I think they know better. That it's not just as simple as Russia is invading an innocent sovereign nation, Ukraine, and we need to get involved. That's not what it is. We personally don't care. Not individually, we care about innocent people, yes. Leadership? No. You think they care about? No, because there's atrocities happening in Africa and the Middle East every day that we could give a flying fuck about. So we don't care about this, okay? We care about it because it involves us some way that, well, we pushed it to happen, I believe, and we have a lot of interest in Ukraine. NATO, the military-industrial complex, war, energy, NATO placing missiles in Ukraine right next to Russia. This is all stuff we need to be doing, right? Sure. It's in our interest, right? I guess. It's in the interest of people getting money somewhere. Do I know any? Nah, I'm just speculating. Do I know? No, I don't know. I don't know that as far as I'm getting, as far as it's written down, Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy by himself. Now, how many people actually believe that? It's written down that O.J. Simpson didn't kill his wife, and Ronald Goldman. Who believes that? You know, just because you can't prove something beyond a shadow of a doubt doesn't mean it didn't happen. I mean, there's some things out there that, again, the Lee Harvey Oswald thing and the O.J. Simpson thing, two things that you know, on paper it's written one way, and the majority of people don't believe it. You know, it's kind of funny, but, you know, that's the way it's written. That's how it's going to go down. Well, he acted alone. Well, nobody believes it. That's okay. That's how it's written. Okay. It's like this. Just because people can't prove that, you know, we are doing the Ukraine business for our own benefit, we could just tell people we care about the Ukrainian people. Well, we don't. No, we don't. I'm enough of a realist to realize that we don't care about anybody. You know, we care about our interests, we care about money, we care about power. You know, this is what most countries believe in. So let's not even act like we're different. We're not. I mean, you know, most countries believe it. If you believe any country believes, I mean, French, for instance, France doesn't do anything for anybody unless it benefits them. I've seen this being overseas for, you know, the last 20 years. The French, you know, just drawing out a country out there, French doesn't do anything unless it benefits them. And that's okay, because we're probably the same way. We are the same way. You know, how people believe that, you know, and the establishment right now is in power, and the establishment is not some you know, big white people are smoking cigars. That's not what the establishment is right now. The establishment is Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Obama. That's the establishment. Nancy Pelosi. That's the establishment right now. And we got the media just, on their side. We got the Hollywood, the media. How could you go against this? You can't. How could you, except of course now, online, YouTube, some podcasts from individuals who tell you something differently. They're saying, I don't buy this. I don't believe this. And there are people doing the work out there to try to find out that everything you're hearing is pretty much a lie. A lot of what we're hearing is pretty much a lie. Remember, listen to Dr. Fauci. He's the expert. When I first heard that, I'm like, no, he's the expert, but he works for the establishment. So even though he says something, you can't, no, he's a scientist. Yeah, but he'll lie. He'll put his credentials. He doesn't fucking care, and it doesn't matter. When you say you're a doctor, yeah, but I'm a witch doctor first. Okay? I have to run cover for the establishment. That's what I have to do. That's my job before being a doctor. If I had integrity and I was a good human being, but I'm not. I'm a shill for the establishment. That's okay. We believe that. I believe that. You should all believe that. Dr. Fauci doesn't give a flying fuck about you. He's not doing something for his integrity of being a doctor. I got a license to be a doctor, so I have to tell the truth. Are you kidding me? No. I have to lie for the establishment. That's where my paycheck is coming from. If I don't, then they're just going to get a doctor who will. That Fauci and the U.S. government helped fund this lab in Wuhan, China, where, coincidentally, the origins of this virus came out of. And now people are saying, well, I can't believe it came out of a wet market. I believe it came out of a lab leak. Okay. Wow. How do you think it looks where the American government and this Dr. Fauci have funded this? So they actually helped create this virus that has now killed millions of people, hundreds of millions of people worldwide. Okay. Wow. That's a pretty big deal. The fact that this is not on the media, it can't be, because the media is again running cover for these individuals. It's just it's happening right in front of us in real time. The United States government and Fauci helped fund the creation of this virus. Then this virus leaked and killed millions of people worldwide. Okay, can we establish that? If that happened, okay. So basically, for years now, Fauci has been lying to us. So don't believe the science, because the science is coming from some guy who's full of shit. Is that the science, or is that what he's telling you the science is? So, what do we have here? We have a conundrum. We have a standstill here about what people believe and what is fact. And the media is going along with it, because the media is also paid, and they're all part of the same side. It's really hard to, I almost equated to that scene in the movie Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Everybody remembers that. The remake. The best one, the 1977, 78 one, with Donald Sutherland. I forget her name, the woman. Good-looking woman was in that. She played the female lead. It was Jeff Goldblum was in that. A few other actors. It was a good film. Anyway, the whole film, some people are being, turned into. It's about like aliens that taking over and taking over bodies one by one, slowly, And then I guess later in the movie, there's a few people left who haven't been changed over yet, and they're getting scared, and they're so in his apartment or something, and they're like, it's getting crazy out there. Everybody's going nuts. Everybody's becoming these pods, or becoming these aliens or something. I don't remember it too well. I just remember this scene pretty well. And then he calls the police and he says, all right, 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 whatever. He goes to the authorities and then the authorities are saying, don't worry, Mr. So-and-so, we're going to send some people over right now. And he goes, I didn't tell you my name. I don't tell you where I live. They know it already. It's almost like they know it already. It's almost like we are just pawns sitting here in our houses, and the media is telling us something. So the media is the extension of the establishment, just telling us what they want us to believe, and we're just going to be good little citizens and believe it all, and just suck it all in and go, okay, I don't know any better. Might as well believe it. It sounds good to me. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know nothing. You people are getting paid really money. You people, we vote for you people to take care of this stuff. I can't take it. I gotta go to work every day. I gotta feed my fucking screaming kids. I gotta suck my fucking fat husband's cock. I can't be bothered to, I gotta put food on the table. I can't be bothered to think about this stuff. That's why we elect you to do it, I think you're a good person because, you sure talk well and you look good in a suit. So by all means, geez, of course, I'm told by other people who I think are way smarter than me because I'm an idiot. These people are telling me, hey, you got to vote for this guy. This guy's great. Hey, he's on the TV. I guess if you got to that level, you've got to be something special. You got to be the special human being that, of course, I'm obviously not. So why don't I vote for one of them because I'm told they're good. And the media, the people I love, CNN and everything, even Fox News, they're all telling me this person's a rock and roll star, so of course I'm going to believe it. SNL, I love Saturday Night Live. They're making jokes about it. They're telling me these people are great. They walk on water, so of course I'm going to believe them. The rock and roll stars, the pop stars, I love to listen to. They're telling me people are great. They're doing commercials for these people. So obviously these people are great individuals. Of course they are. So of course I'm going to vote for one of them and just hope it all goes to plan. So if a doctor who works for them is telling me some science, well, again, I'm an idiot. I don't know any better. I might as well believe this science because he's saying it. Maybe, again, how many people are thinking, well, maybe he's telling you this science because he's trying to protect his own ass and he's lying for the establishment. Wow, can you prove that? No, again, I can't prove. You think they're going to make it easy for me to prove? You think I'm going to tell you you're going to be able to prove? You think people are saying now Hillary Clinton is actually the one who spied on Trump? You think we're going to be able to prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt? And even if somebody did, you think he was going to go to jail? Of course not. Hillary's not going to jail. That's fucking crazy. You think she's going to be in an orange jumpsuit being like, come on, stop that. Stop that. That's not going to happen. I would just like people to accept the fact that, okay, Hillary spied on the Trump campaign. Trump didn't spy on her with the okay of Russia. That didn't happen. No one hacked the server. No one hacked her server. No one put the 30,000 secret emails on her home computer in a house upstate New York. Nobody did that. The Russians didn't do that. She was actually the person who was. No, it's really good. I bet psychiatrists and psychologists would be saying, no, it's ingenious. Before, if you're doing something wrong, and you know it's wrong, and you're like, oh, this is fucked up, someone's going to catch us. Well, before they catch you, before they even suspect you of doing it, you think, well, they're probably going to suspect us doing this and then catch us doing it. Well, before they do that, blame the other side for doing the exact same thing. So when it does come back to you, no one's going to give a fuck out of that already. Let's blame Trump for spying on Hillary, even though there's nothing, and that'll waste a couple of years and tens of millions of dollars of taxpayer money. Who cares? We'll work on that for a couple of years. So when it comes 2020, people will vote, Trump out because, they have all this shit against them. There's 4 years of us attacking them. That sounds pretty damn good. Let's do that. Even though it's been Hillary who's, well, yeah, Hillary was doing that, but we can't, let me know that. It'll come out years down the road, but no one's going to care when that happens, like right now. At that point, we're going to be, I'm done with what Russiagate did. That was last week's episode. Come on, we moved on, everybody. No reason for another Matrix. It's been done already, you know? No reason for an Avatar 2. It was done years ago. You should have cashed in on it a couple of years ago. You didn't. They're going to make another Avatar 2 right now? Is everybody rushing to see it? I mean, let's make Home Alone 8. I don't know. I mean, well, what kind of movie should we make now? You should try to suck off the nostalgia nobody cares about anymore. Oh, I don't know. Let's make Fast Times at Ridgemont High 2 right now. As if that's going to just blow up at the box office. Kind of same thing with this. But really not at all. So, yeah, I'm saying I'm sitting here in my house by myself. I'm all alone. I'm lonely. All by myself. But guess what? I want to be all by myself again. No, so I'm sitting here in my house, and I just can't believe anything that I hear. Everybody's lying. What is lying? Lying, it should be lying is such convenient. It's almost, I believe in lying. I believe people lying more than they're telling us the truth these days. You know, it's gotten to that point, and a politician tells the truth. You know, oh, Trump lies. Yeah, okay. Was he the first one? Geez, I hope if anything Trump did was show you how everybody's lying, including himself, but everybody else is lying. I mean, if anybody thinks that Trump was really the bad guy in the White House and everybody else is good and we got to get that, we can't believe he got that high in the government. He should be stopped. People like him need to be stopped because what we have in there now is some good individual. Really? Really? We got good individuals in there now? If anything, I hope that Trump did was lift over the veil and say, hey, I'm a piece of shit, but so are everybody else in there. And so is everybody else in there probably for the rest of time going to be. So hopefully, he pulled the veil off of that, but I don't know. I'm beginning to think people think, wow, we got him out. He was the bad seed. Really? Him? The guy who's been running the hotels in Atlantic City for that guy? I find it hard to believe that bad guy, that guy, before him, everybody was good. They were all good individuals. They were beautiful people who only cared about you. This guy came out of nowhere, only cared about himself. And he came in there, and it's a good thing we stopped him after only 4 years. We will never have another one like him again. No, I'm looking forward to a Trump 2.0. I'm not saying another Trump, and definitely probably not him, but somebody like him, somebody who has their own money and says, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to make a change. Hopefully somebody not as narcissistic as him, but I don't know if that's possible when you got that kind of money. How can you not be that? I mean, geez Louise, you got Bill Clinton who was like, suck my fucking dick. I'm the man, I'm the president. He was saying that when he was the governor and people were doing it. How do you think he felt when he was president? They said to him, hey, dude, you got to keep your dick in your pants when you're president. This isn't being governor. No, this isn't being governor. I'm the fucking king shit now. When I was governor, I was the head of Arkansas. Big fucking deal. I can get any woman in Arkansas. I can get any woman in the United States. What are you kidding me now? Jeez, I mean, that goes to people's heads. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, go to your head if you're suddenly the president of the United States. It's like, I'm the king shit. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Who's gonna fuck with me? Jeez Louise, yeah. Do I think I could have some woman sucking my dick on the Oval Office? That's fucking easy. That's a no-brainer. Of course I could. Shit. And actually, he probably felt he deserves that. If anything, I work long fucking hours in this fucking day. I gotta deal with bullshit. If I'm in my office, I want to get a blowjob, I'm gonna fucking goddamn get a blowjob from a fat intern. Goddamn right I am. So, I don't know what my point is with that was, what did they call it? What did I hear? I heard that the president, they called it a Johnson because LBJ Johnson used to put his dick on the table and said, "Who's gonna fuck with this shit?" That's why they called it Johnson. He used to take his dick out and put it on his desk and say in front of his cabinet, "Hey, who's gonna fuck with this shit?" I mean, that sounds like gangster to me. I don't know, man. You're saying these rappers are gangster. Right? That's gangster right there. Who's gonna fuck with this shit? You got us, boss. Who's even to question that? Everybody in the room is probably like, yeah, sounds good to us. I can't believe you took this fucking dick out. From now on, it's referred to as a Johnson. Thank you very much. I didn't work this hard to become president of the United States. So you can call that a fucking cock. That ain't a fucking cock. That's a Johnson, motherfucker. So anyway, what is my point being? Yeah, you can't believe anything anymore. I don't know what to believe. It's all coming at me from different angles. It's almost like you got to take what's being said and listen to different opinions and base your own based on what's been going on, based on how you know about human nature. I base a lot of things on what I believe. Yeah, I don't believe that we care about the Ukrainian people. I don't think that I'm stepping out of turn on this one. I think I'm pretty on the money on that one. I like what I'm thinking, and I don't think that Biden gives a fuck about. Of course not. I don't think any of us care. When Saturday Night Live was just singing about the Ukrainian people, they're just wanting cover for the fucking Democratic Party. Aren't they, arm of the DNC at these days? Aren't they? I remember when they came out. Remember when Saturday Night Live came out in 1976? I think. Who do we have as president? Probably no. He came out in 75. We had a Republican, and they went against the Republicans. But they also went against Carter. They were anti-establishment. They were just anti whoever's in power. They were anti anything because they were Saturday Night Live. They were cool at that point. Now they're just fucking. They're not anti-establishment. They are part of the establishment. We become big part of the boys' club, and I bet they're taking money from the DNC to spew that garbage. Maybe because so many of them liberals are part of that club that they'll just, life for them like that. I can't believe that. I gotta believe they're getting money. If you're not getting money, Lorne Michaels, you should ask for some money because you are such a good propaganda tool for the DNC. You should be asking money from those motherfuckers. I mean, ask them at the cocktail party. That's where you hang out with them all the time. Goddamn right. I remember when they used to hire writers who seemed to be anti-everybody. You remember in the old days? If you took a writer from the old days and you put him in there now, he or she would probably be like, I can't work for this fucking thing. You guys are sucking the ass of the DNC too much here. I mean, I'm a liberal myself, but I'm not going to go for what the president of the establishment is telling me that much. I'm going to question things. There's so many good, funny things to be had right there. And I can't work for somebody who will not take my jokes about Biden falling up the stairs. That hasn't been done. I can't believe that has not been done on Saturday Night Live. That hasn't been done on Saturday Night Live. They didn't say anything about that. They didn't, say one thing about that. They just let it, well, we can't abuse the president. What? We can't abuse the president? Hell, excuse me? That's all you've been doing in the last 4 years prior to Biden getting in. And you're probably still abusing Trump, even though he's not even in there anymore. I don't want to come across as a Republican because I'm not. I'm more middle of the road. I like to think I'm more middle of the road. Some things I agree with the Democrats on, even though it's kind of hard for me to be on their side when there's such a bunch of fucking assholes right now, and they become the establishment, and I just find it hard to fathom why people are believing the bullshit they're spewing us when it comes to the coronavirus. Where I've spent the last couple of years saying that's bullshit. That's fuck. I don't believe I don't believe that at all. I don't, and watch them go after somebody like a Joe Rogan and trying to get him canceled and trying to do it now. I thought free speech was. I think Democrats used to stand for free speech. I didn't think they were the ones who were trying to ruin it. I didn't think 1984 was going to come and it was going to be the Democrats leading the charge. Right now, I don't know what to believe, and I don't think anything is true coming out of the White House. are this establishment, are Hollywood. And I find I'm more scared now than I have been in a long time in this country. I felt more happiness in some countries overseas when I lived there during the past 20 years, uh, because they've always been fucked up, a lot of them. So it's not going to get that more fucked up than it's already been here. I feel right now is just probably one of the most fucked up times in American history. And I'm scared of us getting in World War III because of this fucking douchebag who doesn't even know what date is. And I'm sorry to tell you. I don't trust him. I don't think he should be president of the United States. I don't think the vice president should be vice president of the United States, let alone if he dies, she becomes president. Oh my God. We got 3 more years of, well, 3 more years of this shit? Almost 3 more years of this. I don't see that. I don't see it going without a hitch. I don't see it. I don't see us making it. I don't see us making it without something big and terrible happening, and it scares the shit out of me. And I wish I didn't have to think that way. And I was talking to some guy in the pool a while ago, and he said to me, "What do you really think about Trump?" I said, "I don't see how Trump could be fucking up things more than this guy is." And he said to me, "Goddamn right." He said to me, am way more scared now than I ever was under Trump." And I said, hell yeah. And he was an African American guy. He said to me, "Trump is a racist?" He said, "I don't think so. I think Biden's well more racist." I said, "Well, yeah, but I don't think that's even the point right now. I think we're all in jeopardy right now." And he said, fucking A, man. We did a fist pump, and yeah, we agreed. And I sometimes wish, that he didn't get me thinking. He did. Him mentioning what he mentioned me got me thinking. It was almost like, well, just a few minutes ago, I wasn't thinking about this shit, but I am right now. Hence this video. I think the guy had a point, and yeah, I can't understand how Trump would have did this any worse, or anybody would have did this much worse than this establishment we got going on in there right now. This administration, and I don't believe any of it. But I guess we're not supposed to know because we're only the people. Well, yeah. You hired us, but you hired us to take care of everything. Just shut up. You don't need to know. You hired us, but we're taking care of everything. Okay. And that's really all I got to say about that. Don't trust anybody. I feel alone right now. Well, because I am, but, more, all alone right now, I guess. I don't know. I feel that nobody has my back. It's not this government, that's for damn sure. I'm scared. And I don't think it's going to get much better. It started out bad enough, and it's just gotten worse in the last year. Yeah, geez, it's not good. And again, going back to what I originally started, I don't trust anybody now. I can't trust anybody. I can't trust the doctor who was hired to tell us science. He's been lying for the last 2 years about this to save his own ass and to be the pawn for the establishment. That's sad. Can we trust a doctor to have integrity? Hell no. Just because I'm a doctor, it doesn't mean I have integrity. I just wanted to make a lot of fucking money. I did good in school and I wanted to make a lot of money. Fuck you. I don't have to tell you the truth. Who the fuck are you? I think that's exactly how it is. He has a PhD, so he's a medical doctor. He has to tell the truth. Obviously, he doesn't. And on that note, that's all I gotta say about this. JP Alexander for the Rubber Dogs Unleashed. And until next time, ciao.